I am feeling a little bit more lonely. My friends have all got boyfriends. And I'm like, you know, I see a comment and people are like, God, no one's ever going to marry you or something like that. And that can definitely like make me feel a little bit like, oh God, have I chose the wrong career? But like, I just totally.
Hello, welcome back everybody to the Top Podcast. A quick summary. The last episode we touched on inner conflict. We talked a bit about the aspect of possibly how difficult it is, or, you know, not really dive deep into that, I'll do now. But, you know, the family aspect, they wouldn't want this for her. I'm sure you guys remember. And I quickly want to touch on the part where she said her mom reaches out to her every day. I think that's a beautiful thing. I mean, I have a great relationship with my mom. We literally talk every day. But think about the life choices that this young woman is making, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. I do not want to know in what kind of fear and worry her parents and family members, friends, and everyone around her who hopefully genuinely care must be feeling. Because look, I'm a stranger here and I'm so invested in this, not because I'm thinking, oh my God, you're so dumb, you're doing this, you're doing that. No, because I'm really thinking to myself, I don't know you, but why is this the path that you're choosing for yourself, given that there's so much other things you can do? And look at her. Like, if you would see this young lady, you would not tell me that's the first thought that comes to your mind, that this is what she's doing. Like, sweet, nice looking, attractive. You would not think that. So it's difficult for me. I don't know her, but yet I'm sitting here and something about me just worries and cares, right? So don't really want to put myself in that shoes of what is going on in the mom's mind and the dad's mind, family's members' mind on things that, you know, could possibly go wrong. You just don't want to go there with your mind, right?
I love my job, but just like people talking about your body constantly, how you look, every day someone like picking at you. I think that's the hard part. And also just the pure fact that people think so much less of you.
Now, wait a minute, sweetheart. I don't think that is exactly how it works. Do I think it is bad when people just pick on each other? Of course, it's not nice, right? Why? But I don't think we can try to equate what you are doing in the sense of the reaction that you're getting from the outside world and someone just being picked at for how they look. That is, you know... Is it just me at this point? I'm sorry, that just doesn't make sense. You are making an active choice in creating space and room for people to point fingers at you, right? You have, that's what you're doing. You want the viewers to watch. You want, like, that is not the same thing. Someone just being who they are, looking the way they look, and walking through this life and getting faced with criticism because they look a certain way is not the same thing, right? You are making these choices. You are putting it out there. And we cannot pretend that we all as human beings judge. We judge looks. We judge in so many different ways. And I've said this before. Sometimes the judgment that comes, you know, ask yourself, what is the motivation? Right? Someone that is pointing fingers at you and maybe saying, why are you doing this? Please don't do this. This is wrong. Is not thinking that, oh my God, I just want you to dig deeper into your downfall, right? That is a different motivation, I would say.
Yeah. Before anyone ever meets you, they already perceive you to be something. I think now I'd find it hard to make friends in terms of like real friends that really just see me for who I am and not like, gosh, like porn star online, whatever, this kind of like persona.
Yeah.
I get that. It's going to be very difficult to navigate genuine friendships, right? It's difficult for people who are just living life, having average jobs. That's already tough, but with your choice of so-called career and lifestyle, it's even going to be harder. But look, I think also you're not making it easy and fair for those people, whoever is trying to perhaps genuinely interact with you, because on the one hand, you are putting it out there, not necessarily in those clips. I don't know anything about that, but those clips, but you're coming out telling the world you don't care. You don't care about the judgment. You don't care how people perceive you. You actually call yourself these names. You put it on your bio on social media. You're proud about it. So is it unfair? Is it wrong for the people to now think that, you know, this is who you are, right? Do I make sense to some degree? I'm hoping.
Also just like all of social media, like everyone is preying on your downfall. Banks don't allow you to bank with them. Banks don't allow you to bank with them. Banks don't allow you to bank with them.
I myself had to be sure, did I hear her correctly? Banks don't allow you to bank with them. So I've picked something up like this some time ago, where also a young lady who was, working herself up within this career path, as they like to say.
Wow.
And she was talking about the difficulty of signing up a contract when it came to finding a home. So she may have the money, but people were not willing to make business with her. It was fishy. They thought it's kind of so-and-so. Now, that is another aspect that I guess no one really talks about. And it's interesting. I love that she just came out with that, knowingly or not. But you need to think about it. There's certain choices that you make in life because you cannot control suddenly how everything else works, right? You made your own choice to say, this is what you want to do. Okay, fine, it works for you. You're making banks. But now, how the system around you has been working doesn't necessarily, they're going to flip the script because now you came up. I don't know. My opinion.
Banks don't allow you to bank with them. Your Instagram's trying to get shut down. It's just like the little things that's just like, no one likes what you do. And everyone just thinks less of you, basically.
I see that you've kind of taken on the word and almost owned it in a way.
Yeah, 100%. I don't mind being called a I'm sleeping with 100 guys in a day. That is the definition of a surely.
Would you refer to yourself as a feminist?
Yeah. At the end of the day, doesn't feminists mean you just want equal rights for boys and girls? And yeah, I do what I want and I do it because I enjoy it. I think there are obviously some...
Well, what are we to say? You do what you love. You do it because you enjoy it. Still difficult to see why it is so tough and so important. The inner conflict, the outside world, the struggle of judgment. I mean, it should be just a blissful thing to do because you love it and you enjoy it. Why care so much what other people think, right? And talking about being a feminist, if this is what it means in her reality, I have to put it that way, to be a feminist, right? It just proves all the points of why it doesn't make sense to tap into it. I'm sorry to say, because equality is a high standard to achieve. We're gonna leave that out for today, but equal rights for boys and girls, how she just put it out there very lightly. And her way to embody that literally is by expressing her sexuality in such manner. Now you can choose definitely what you want to do and who you want to sleep with. When it comes to that, you can definitely do whatever. And I'm sure those people are having a fun time, right? So, but let's take these as the example. What does that mean? So does that mean that she's going through life thinking men can do that? Okay, men could do that. Men are doing that. Men can do that. Okay. But what is the certain expectation perhaps behind this? Equality. Could it be that we're seeking an equal level of acceptance, validation, outcome? Well, that is never guaranteed, right? Well, I would claim that most people still are going to react repulsed to a man doing that, right? But yet there will be enough people who would think differently about it, if we want to put it, oh, a woman doing that, a man doing that, for so many different reasons, okay? And yes, you can call it society has a different acceptance to it, but look, if you are trying to measure up to a behavior that is not right, then I'm just asking myself, what are you trying to get equal to? What is it that we're trying to pursue to be now equal to men? Is it this? I really struggle. Is being equal to men putting yourself as much as possible in a harmful position? Is being equal to men meaning that taking away the chances of family outcome, intimacy, and all that good stuff? As being equal to men means that you need to make yourself a product to tell yourself that you're exploiting these men, while actually could be, I don't know, could be, could also be a trade, but who is getting what out of this? All in the name to be equal to men. I don't know. So what I want younger people, women, men, anyone actually to understand is that you might be looking at someone's lifestyle choices right now and you hear all the fun part and all the cool words, equality, career, you hear all that good stuff. But remember, you're buying something else within that package. It comes with so much more, right? It's not just, oh, I'm doing what I want now, I enjoy it now. How long are you going to enjoy it? Let's pretend and take this equality idea one more time and say there is some man out there who's doing exactly the same thing. Okay? And he might even catches himself here and there on a Sunday feeling so cold, lonely, because his boys are all in relationships. Now play that out for a few years. Okay? She's gonna run out because this career path only goes for so long. She's going to be devastated in so many different ways because we know the nature of human beings. He's going to get still women interested in him. Some even, believe it or not, for genuine intentions. But for her, this could be a different outcome. Now, yet you've bought into the feminist idea of fighting for equality, equality, equality. But where is the guarantee of the equality of outcome? How are you going to control that? How are you going to maneuver that? I'm just saying. See you in the next one.